there's I was getting the spelling wrong, but here it is, the Canaanite Colpitai. So they were people who were inhabiting the Hijaz in Western Arabia, 2nd and 3rd centuries AD. They were kind of Cainite descendants, and no doubt because of this, that's the history there. No doubt because of this relationship to the Cainites, that's probably where Muslims got the idea that they had some parallel religious rite to be paid attention to, since the Cainites were the ones who anyway had the Pharisee religion before the Jews had it, before the Israelites, I should say, had it. Before the Israelites became Jews, the Cainites were the Jews first. And since there was a descent from Cainites among people in Arabia, especially around Hijaz, this Canaanite Colpitai situation, those people, especially there's an Nabatea reference there, they may have thought that they didn't have to pay attention to the stories preserved by the children of Israel, because anyway, they descended from the original Jews, the original Pharisees, and Jesus hadn't said to obey the religion of the Israelites. He said to obey the religion of the Pharisees. The Pharisees are the ones who had to be obeyed, so therefore, hence the Islamic sort of idea of this sort of supremacism of the Mecca Hijaz sort of tradition, even though really it's pretty impoverished. Maybe some of the things that the Abbasids preserved in their hadiths, which seem extremely similar to Pharisee Judaism, are because they have preserved a corrupted version of Pharisee Judaism from the ancestral Canaanite Colpitai. And why am I saying that theirs was corrupted, not the Jews? And the reason is because the Bible says it's the Jews who are entrusted with the preservation of the oracles of God, not the Canaanite Colpitai, not the Arabs, in other words. So if the Arabs want to get back in touch with their true ancient religion, then they can't do it through Abbasid hadiths. They have to do it through the Jews. There's only one way to get back to that preserved, pure, pristine condition Pharisee Judaism, which they may have been preserving in one way or another. Okay, so I wanted to bring that up just to make you aware of that, since we were talking about the Pharisee religion here. But the point is, I want to make it clear that my loyalty is to the Pharisee religion. That's what Jesus told me to obey. He said to obey the Pharisees. The scribes and the Pharisees sit in the seat of Moses. They're the ones we have to obey, right? And he said, if you want to know even more detail, any version of the Pharisee religion taught by anybody in the world? No, not by the Pharisee religion taught by the Hijazi Arabs. No, only that version taught by the Jews, because the Jews are the one who preserved the oracles of God. Okay, I submit, I surrender. Fine, got you, loud and clear. I understand. Loud and clear. I get the message. So, my loyalty is to the Pharisee religion of Jethro, which was vindicated at Mount Sinai.